They are the new kings of college football, the new USC. They've got the hot commodity coach, the recruiting base, the national championship ring, the Heisman Trophy winner, and they are also the preseason #1 team in all the land. Mark Rogers TV running down the Alabama Crimson Tide in 2010. Now let's start on offense with quarterback Greg McElroy. Simply a game manager. Take care of the football, don't make any mistakes. To start out 2009, McElroy slowly gained the trust of head coach Nick Saban, culminating with a sparkling showing in the SEC showdown with Florida. McElroy was pinpoint in that game and finished the season with 17 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions. He's backed up by Phillip Sims, the athlete, and A.J. McCarron, the pocket passer. Both these guys prized recruits for the Crimson Tide. Alabama rushed it 601 times last year, threw it just 346, but expect a much more balanced attack in 2010 for McElroy to shine brightly. But it's still the ground game at Alabama that is the pride and joy of the offense. Led by their first Heisman Trophy winner ever, Mark Ingram, 2,000 total yards, 20 touchdowns. Expect those figures to go down. Why? The emergence of Trent Richardson. What a 1-2 combo this is going to be with Ingram and Richardson carrying the load. Richardson last year, 781 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground. Eddie Lacy also tries to get into the running back mix. At wide receiver, it's all about Julio Jones, one of the most highly sought-after recruits in the last 5 or 10 years in college football. Other than quarterbacks, Julio Jones has sparkled at times but been a disappointment other times. He's got the NFL body, elite speed. He's a monster, but he disappears at times, drops passes. He needs to step up, and he will certainly, as mentioned, get more opportunities this fall. He's joined at wide receiver by Marquise Mays, the fastest Alabama player. He caught 31 last year, and also Darius Hanks. Along the front line for the Crimson Tide, of course, they are solid beyond belief. The ground game is exceptional, led by the offensive line. They love to pound opponents up front and grind the football downfield. The pass protection, not quite as good, but still solid. Led by James Carpenter, he's an emerging star on that offensive line for Alabama. Let's turn to the defense now. The best in college football in 2009. Don't care what the numbers say. This was the best defense. This season, losing quite a bit. The heart and soul of the defense. Rolando McClain at middle linebacker. Also, the mountain up front, Terrence Cody, and 3 NFL caliber defensive backs. But talent is not an issue at Alabama. What it's going to be is, can these new players, the new nucleus of this Alabama defense, gel, trust each other, and will they have the heart to play just as hard and determined in the fourth quarter as some of these Alabama defenses of years past, particularly in 2009. What we've got up front is an issue. Marcel Darius, the MVP of the BCS National Championship game, out indefinitely, suspended because of taking part in a party attended by an agent. Don't know when he's going to be back, if ever. The linebacking core should be spectacular despite the loss of McClain, led by Donta Hightower. He's back 100% healthy. He mans the middle, flanked by Nico Johnson, who should get tons of tackles. And in the secondary for Alabama, Mark Barron. He intercepted 7 last year. He is a legitimate Thorpe candidate for this year. And also you've got Dre Kirkpatrick in that Alabama secondary. Lee Tiffin's been one of the best kickers in college football in recent years. Hit 30 of 35 last year. He's replaced by a true freshman. So the Tide, relying on a true freshman at kicker to win a national championship in Cade Foster. The Tide looking for another SEC championship and beyond. They expect so much more than that in Tuscaloosa. Should be interesting to watch, and we will keep an eye on it here on Mark Rogers TV.